So I will try to keep this video as short as possible. And there is absolutely no reason for me to make this video long. So I'll keep it short as possible. So where did the whole player brand management, player zone, blogging thing come from? So in 2010, while I was still in high school, we were doing an assignment. I had done business studies at school. So as we were doing this we had this assignment and we had to make a business plan as well as create a product or services, right? So we had to make whatever product that you're going to sell. So let's say, for example, if you said you're going to sell hand creams, you had to make, package, do the whole shebang of the hand cream and sell it and blah, 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 blah. So I came up with the concept of a television show, which was a football show. What was the name of that show again? I'm not going to tell you the name of the show, just in case in the future I want to use this name for something else. So yeah, I remember the name of the show. So I came up with this TV show, sorry, and it was a football show, right? So I had to sell my idea to the television station. So now I had this television show idea, as well as a product on the side which accompanied the show. Not going to tell you the product as well because I might do this thing in the future as well. So had this television show idea, sold it, whatever. 2010, kumnandi. It's also the FIFA World Cup, right? And it was hosted in South Africa. So everything is exciting, everything is nice, everything is just pumping me up now, because especially now I think it was the World Cup that was hosted here. So every day it was me and football. Remember, your girl already loves football. So now every day I've got a game that's playing and I'm gonna watch. I used to wake up early in the mornings to watch Uyo TV, and they had this segment during the whole 2010 FIFA World Cup. So it was that kind of thing. So I had this show, blah 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 blah. 2010, right? Years went by. I was like, yeah, after school I'm gonna do football, something to do with football, obviously. But life is life. Plans do change. Some stuff happened, and eventually unfortunately I did not study anything to do with football because of life. Either who, I done whatever that I studied, and 2016-17, if I'm not mistaken, between the 2 years, I put on the television and a show pops up, and the show was I don't know whether to say the show. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem with that if I say it or not. The show was Mzansi Footballers. I was like, hey, well, I opened the television, and that was the first time seeing the show. So I opened the television and I'm like, but this is what I had in mind for like 5-6 years, and one day I wanted to do this thing, and here I am now seeing it on TV. I mean, someone else had the same idea, and because they had the resources, they had everything that they needed, and there was the show airing on television. Yeah, I got so numb, and I got some anxiety. I won't lie, I got some anxiety. Like, I was so confused, and mind you, it was during the weekend, so I was like, ugh. Because I think I caught the repeat of the show, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, now, oh, what do I do? Okay, that's it, game over, babe. Your football show idea, that's about it. It's a wrap, Sorry, girl, that's about it. But I was like, nah, man, no. I was really truly hurt, but I was like, okay, here's what's happening now. So what do we do next? That was my question. Like, what do I do next? Okay, so I done more research, and already the show was kind of like the same concept, but not entirely, but it was along the lines of what I wanted to do. So I'm like, okay, here's the show, here's what they're offering, so we're gonna dig deeper. Okay, they're not offering what I wanted to offer either way, regardless if the shows are, the concepts are quite similar, almost the same. So I'm like, okay, they're not offering what I wanted to offer either way, so I can still go ahead. But I would love to thank whoever created Mzansi Footballers, because I would not be here today. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you for giving me strength to start. Thank you for motivating me to start. Because I feel like if I did not see the show, or if that show did not come out, I would have been more relaxed. I could have still been, chilled about the whole thing. Like I'll be saying, one day is one day, I'm going to do it, and not eventually do it, But whoever who made that show, thank you very much, because you gave me a push. You motivated me, inspired me. Like you really gave me strength to do what I'm doing today. Moving forward, so I started a blog. The blog is called Player Profile 101. So the blog was all about, the blog is all about you getting to know your local South African footballers. You get to know information that you cannot find on the net. The player profiles get updated, and you just get information that you would not randomly get on the internet when searching for the player. It's quite general stuff that are on there, but it's still not what you would get on the internet if you look for it, or if you are searching for a certain player, it's some stuff that you will not get. So I was like, okay, let me create these player profiles, because there are players that are unknown, and I was very much focusing, and still is focusing, on the unknown players, so that I can actually give them some, what do you call this? English is gone right now. I'm looking for the correct word, was to give them some, either way. So it was just to get people to know these young footballers, get people to know these certain footballers that they did not know, because there's quite a lot of talented young stars that a lot of people do not know about, because they do not have any presence, right? They don't have social media presence, they don't have internet presence at all. So like, okay, Player Profile 101 will be a stepping stone to say, okay, this is your platform to get to know these players, right? So that's how Player Profile 101 started. I started with the blogging, and I went to games. I attended quite a lot of games, but due to COVID, there are no games, right? So back then I used to, still did though, before pre-COVID, pre-lockdown. I attended a lot of games, so I would come back and I would write an article or just a blog piece about the game that I watch. I would have my own reviews. I would analyze the game, and just come back and just give that analysis, so on and so forth, or just write things randomly, but regarding football, anything football related, right? Yes, I do focus only on South African football. I want to venture, but no, it's okay, let me stay home. I'll focus staying home. Yeah, anything, I'd say I focus on South African and African players, I'd say, which whatever, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Either way, so that's Player Profile 101, the blog, with the player profiles. Moving on, so I starting the blog, I approached footballers that I had on my social media. So I would DM them, I'll DM their managers or their agents, and I'm like, yo, I've got an interest in so and so. Can you please give me permission to blah blah blah? But then at that time, I felt like and they actually really did. So I would directly DM a player, and I'll be like, listen, ABC, this is what I have in mind, this is what I want to do. Are you game, right? So some will come back and say, yo, yeah, I'm game, let's do this. And others will be like, I need to speak to my agent first. I need to blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Yeah, fine. My first player to create a player profile for was Usia Bongambata, who is the goalkeeper for Amazulu FC. Back then he was playing for, what was the club again? But now he's playing for Amazulu. He's a goalkeeper for Amazulu FC. So Sia, was my very first player to work. So Sia was my very first player to work with on Player Profile 101. That was just still the blog alone. Moved on, worked with Ayanda Lukele as well, who was in the same team as Sia at that time, and so on and so forth. Then I started to work with a local team which competed in the APC Mutsipe League. It was fresh. It was very much new. It was from Kailicha because I'm from Kailicha as well. It was the Ace FC Tembala Segas. And the owner of the club was, the chairman of the club was Ace Umabeka, only who also owns Ace Lounge, as well as a bagging, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So how I joined the Ace FC is I had a I inboxed them on Facebook, because I just wanted to do the player profiles at that time as well. Someone came back to me and said, yo, look, come through to our game that we had on Sunday. Was it Sunday, Saturday, between Sunday, Saturday in Nyanga. It was during the day, it was 10. I went there, watched the game. But then I felt like, in fact, I'm doing all wrong, but this is not the person that I was supposed to be talking to, because I was talking to one of the assistant coaches, and I mean, I should not be speaking to a coach about that. So I got a meeting. So they set me up. The assistant coach set me up, which is Usqaibo, set me up with Uloyiso Q. Then Wati Mandize to their game that was also going to play Friday, or Wati must go to a game that will be in Nyanga again at 7. So I knocked off from work and I done some few things because I can't remember, but either who, I went to the game that started at 7, and Uloyiso introduced me to Ace, my first time meeting with Ace Kingok. The Ace of Dialog, you know, and I'm like, yo, this is my first time meeting like Indo Dengolo, you know, like King, yes, a culture. So I was so excited and nervous at the same time. So I met to Ace, very nice, humble man. Met to Ace, I told him what I want to do, asking for permission to create player profiles for your players in your club. And Ace was like, hi man, good time guys, go join our marketing and communications team. And I was like, hi mama Becca. But either who, I was so excited and I was like, hi whoa, what an opportunity. Did I say no? Hi whoa, kanjani. I took it on. I grabbed that opportunity with both hands, and it was, if I never took that opportunity, bazalwane andizazi pina. So I would like to thank Ace. If anyone sees this video and has contact with Ace, thank you very much, Mabeka, for giving me such a huge opportunity and introducing me to an awesome crowd of football supporters, as well as young upcoming football stars. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Indima oyidlalileyo within my whole football career, my whole football digital content creation or broadcasting. I want to be broadcaster and I'm going to be I would love to call myself a broadcaster, because I went to you. Either who, the role that you played, as usisi webhola kanye whatever, yoliswa webhola, and right now in Kailicha or in Cape Town in general, you played a huge role. And thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. You are my chairman. You'll always be my chairman, no matter what I pina chairman. Moving right along, I worked with the Ace FC players, worked with everyone. It was a team, it was growing, it was a beautiful team. There was just a lot happening within that team, especially in terms of growth. It was exciting. My Fridays, my weekends were very much exciting, because the games that they played were on Fridays. It was either Enyanga or a Kukuletu A49. Right, so my Fridays and my weekends, man, were just bomb. The greatest weekends while that team still existed. So worked at the ACFC. Unfortunately, the club was sold. Moving right along. So while working with the ACFC, let me take a step back. I DM'd Tabono Dada on Facebook. I inboxed him, and at that time, Cape Town City FC was still new. So I would like to fairly say that Utabe at that time was unknown within the Cape Town environment. Yeah, he was still new in Cape Town City FC Bisano from being Mpumalanga Black Aces, and then they rebranded and everything. So I DM this young player. I'm like, yo, listen, man, got this, and that, and I would love to do this and that. He did not hesitate. Tabo replied, and he was like, look, let's meet up for coffee and talk things. Yeah, let's meet up for coffee and talk about things. And I was like, what? And then we set up a meeting, met Tabo no Dada, and we discussed things. So I told him about the whole idea. I told him about where this whole thing comes from, where it stems from, blah, 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 blah. He was sold, and Utabo was on board right away. So I started blogging about him, created his player profile, started blogging about him. I started being more involved in his career. Since 2017, Tabo and I have been working together since 2017. Okay, so we started working together. So we were doing it as a whole trial thing. We trialed it out. We saw, man, this thing is working out. It's 2018. So Tabo is like, Yoli, you have been doing very well for my brand. You know, I'm seeing things happening, and I'm seeing myself growing as an individual as well, and a footballer as well. So man, how about we take this a bit serious and do something bigger? You know, I was like, from here, something bigger is player brand management. So I was like, player brand manager, what's up? So 2018, I registered my company Player Zone, which is a player brand management company. And yeah, so Player Zone was born in 2018. And so that's it. No, that's not it. I'm kidding. So Player Zone, still working with the Tabo. We are here strategizing. What do we do next? How would we go about things? What's going to happen now? You know what I'm saying? But I do get a bit distracted every now and then, because I do have a 9 to 5 job, which is Monday to Friday. So I always try to squeeze in as much as I can. So that would distract me as much. I had to also change jobs. I changed my 9 to 5 job. So like a lot was happening, a lot would be going on. So I would disappear, inconsistent, you know, that would happen. So here we are. I'm the founder, the owner of Player Zone. Carry on, still blogging as well. So in 2018, I started the YouTube channel Player Zone. Started going to the stadiums more, and I would actually shoot vlogs while at the stadiums, so that I'll bring you guys and show you what's going on within the stadium. And after that, but it was also for me to capture Tabo's performance, especially if I went to the Cape Town City FC games. It was to capture more of Tabo's performances. So after that, growing, time goes by, and just enjoy. Fast forward, Tabo and I are now business partners. Tabo is the co-owner of Player Zone. So Tabo and I are business partners, as well as he's still my client. My business partner, he is still my client. I'm still his brand manager. So yes, that's the journey of Player Zone on Ninbonandila Panjena. I did not study anything. If you're just interested to know, did you study marketing? Did you study sports management? No, I did not study those. I actually studied something completely different, and but I just found myself where I am today because of loving what I just love. I love football. Football is a passion. I'm one of those kids. I grew up playing street football with the boys. You know, I used to Ikaya. I'm gonna turn on Mubango at 9 Mondays. Ezinye families households were watching Mubango at 9 p.m. on Mondays. Ikaya Soccer Zone, and so even Saturdays, randomly I just used to watch Ishibobo, or any other football related shows. We went to Soccer 411, you know. There's just a lot, and I just used to not play outside in diesel and sibukele UEFA magazine with my family. So then and I grew up in a household that loves football so much. From my grandmother, from my late grandmother, as well as my mom. My mom loves football. My aunt loves football. My uncles, obviously, and brother loves football. So I just grew up in a household that was loved, like football was loved, and everyone just enjoyed watching football, and everyone understood the sport. So this is one it's something that I really really love, and it's something that me enhancing players, me enhancing their images is something that I'm so passionate about, because I feel like we have a lot of talent that people do not get to experience or get to see, because a player as why a very good footballer would be a lokishini kuthiwe no anikwe a nickname kuthiwa general because dlala njengodikumodisi udona ube ngudona estradweni, but then ingadi yendawo loo nto leyo, because you don't have I would say channels or to showcase your skills. So Player Zone is here to do that. Player Zone is here for you unknown players to be known, to reach abantu that would be interested in your skill. I know it might seem but I'm not focused on that, but I am. I know you have seen about Tami or Tamim Kize, who are the captain of Cape Town City FC, Tabono Dada. You're gonna see quite more players on here. It's coming. The content is coming, yo. Content is coming. I'm promising you one thing and one thing alone. Content is coming. Consistency. Okay, that's another thing. I'm promising you two things. Content and consistency. Ndizoba consistent. So be on the lookout for both Player Profile 101, because I want to go back to blogging. I love writing. I want to go back to blogging, and also more videos with the players. So that's it from me. I think I'm going to sum this video up here. Then I'll find my bendy video, but it seems like it has been long. If you have any questions regarding my whole football journey, Icona, something that I did not touch on, I have, if you want to know, yes, I have met and I'm meeting great people within the football industry, and it's so nice, ubukele pha kude man uBen McCarthy ndangikhula kwakuthiwa ekhaya omakhulu bami besithi ubana nguMakatana. For some awkward reason, I do not know why. It's the McCarthy thing, McCarthy's surname. I think it's because of his McCarthy surname. So makhulu bami bathi nanku Makatana. uBenny was my favorite, one of my favorite footballers. Growing up, he was one of my favorite footballers. So kuthiwa Makatana. So me meeting Makatana, who is uBenny McCarthy, was huge. Meeting Ote Komodise, meeting, a lot of players in general. It has been quite overwhelming. It has been great. It has been exciting as well. And I think me meeting, and Bekumandi pre-lockdown, I kept on meeting these players like frequently. So like it was like, it motivated me more to keep on doing what I was doing. And yeah, man, it has been awesome to say the journey now. It has been it hasn't been easy. I won't lie, the journey, it hasn't been easy. It has been overwhelming many times, but and you just keep at it. So yeah, it has been quite a journey. It's still going to be quite a journey, but yeah, I just love what I do and I'm enjoying it. And so that's about it. So if you have any questions, if there are things that I did not touch on, a video that you would like to know about, please do not be afraid to DM me. Please DM me. I am Uyoli_Mbatu on Instagram, Uyoli Mbatu on Facebook, and also you can just drop your comment down below. And I'll be back very soon with the player profiles here on the Player Zone as well. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment and turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.